Tonight I'd like to talk to you guys about cultural diversity and how our children have the lack of knowledge when it comes to that subject and how we can change that lack of information. We all grew up in different eras, and some of us grew up in the eras where there's a lot of racism and segregation. And within that era, cultural diversity was very important. But now that our kids are growing up in integrated schools, we need to teach them also how important it is to learn about cultural diversity. My hopes are to teach you the definition of cultural diversity and also to teach you how important it is for parents to step up and play that role. First, I will tell you the definition and how we play a part in cultural diversity every day. Second, I will explain if schools are stepping up and giving us the education that our children need. And third, that parents need to step up and play that role of teacher. But first, let's talk about the definition of cultural diversity. According to the Multicultural Center at UCSB, cultural diversity encompasses the whole of human experience, including, but not limited to, age, gender, race, ethnicity, socioeconomic class, physical disability, national origin, geographic location, political orientation, appearance, and size. This definition means that we practice cultural diversity every single day. That's by going to church and praying, or if we're listening to music, what ethnic foods we eat, what neighborhoods we grew up in, or what neighbors we have now. Unbeknownst to the children, they're growing up in culturally diverse environments also. Let's give an example. A 6th grade white female has a project to do. She has to pick a partner. She picks a Black, Indian, or Hispanic partner. They're very aware of their differences, but they're both going towards that common goal of finishing the project. And that's what cultural diversity is all about. This makes me wonder if schools are doing their job in educating our children about cultural diversity. And the answer is no, they're not. Unless your child is going to an actual school that is geared toward cultural diversity. As a young adult, I was going to college, and it was mandatory for me to take a cultural diversity class. This is because when my patients came in, we had to be very sensitive to their religion, what they were going to eat, how they were going to take care of themselves. Then why is it that we aren't mandating it to be a class in high school or middle school? This would make the whole student body more cohesive. Later in life, this would help in employment, or if they traveled to a different country, or just to live in a culture, or be able to interact within the cultures. A study by Public Agenda at the National Comprehensive Center for Teacher Quality said that 76% of teachers in training said that they were taught how it was to teach to a culturally diverse student body, but only 4 in 10 said that they could handle the challenges that they faced. So if children aren't learning in school, who should teach them? Parents make up an impressive amount of knowledge that their kids learn just by watching and interacting with you alone. But we need to take a proactive role in teaching our children about cultural diversity. We can't rely on the TV. We can't rely on school. We need to learn ourselves about the subject, and then after we learn, teach our children. And the way we can do that is go to the library for books. We can go on the internet. We can even seek out a teacher of cultural diversity. This is very important because our kids learn and grow through us. And because of this, we need to teach them about the subject, but not only teach them, we need to show them by the way that we live. I hope tonight this speech has taught you about cultural diversity, but also how important it is for parents to play the role of teacher. We've discussed 1, how cultural diversity affects us every day, and also the definition. 2, how teachers and students and schools are not coming together to work on cultural diversity. And 3, that parents really need to take an active role in teaching about the subject so that they can live in a culturally diverse world. So the next time your child asks you about a culture, the stage has been set. Will you be the teacher?